When a customer asks us to cover a load for them, oftentimes we think, I'll just post it on the load boards and hope my phone rings. Well, that's not always the best answer. Sometimes you can use the load boards like DAT to search for posted trucks. That doesn't always do the job either. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the DAT Directory as an additional tool to source carriers. Welcome back to our channel, and if you're new here, welcome to our channel. I'm Nate with Freight 360. And in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to use the directory tool from DAT to source carriers based on a variety of criteria. If you're new to our channel, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification icon down below to get notified every time we release new content. Alright, so when you're inside of DAT Power, there's a tool at the top called Directory. And like I mentioned before, if you're looking to cover a load for your customer, you've already tried posting it and you've already tried searching trucks, this directory tool is an additional tool that's out there to help you source capacity. So if you click on directory, it's going to open up a new screen for you, and there's all kinds of things you can do in here. You can look up a trucking company specifically by their MC number or by their name and look at reviews for them. But in this case, I want to show you how to actually search for carriers based on their location, equipment type, and some other stuff. So we're going to use this directory search down here. Okay, so I want to search for carriers, and I'm going to use the advanced search tool as well, and I want to sift down and really filter out carriers based on what I'm looking for. So in this case, let's say I've got a load that is going outbound from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I could start by putting in the state, North Carolina, and then selecting the city or region inside of that state that matches DAT's records. So Winston-Salem. Next, I can select my radius in miles of how far outside of this specific location I want my search to capture. So if I pick 0, it's only going to pick carriers that are domiciled in Winston-Salem. But let's say I want to do 50 miles or 100 miles outside of that radius or outside of that location. Just simply check the radio button here for whichever option you prefer. So I'll pick 50 in this case. Next, you've got the rating option here. You can filter carriers based on how they've had reviews left for them. I tend to leave this one blank, but some people may want to say, I only want 3, 4, or 5 stars. Next, you'll see operation type. So interstate or intrastate only. So if you're doing some Texas intrastate only, you might be able to find some additional DOT carriers with this tool. Power units will give you a range of how many power units they have. So that's the amount of trucks that they actually have. You could even go through number of drivers, commodities that they haul, certificates, and all that stuff. The really important one though, in this example, is going to be equipment. So let's say, for example, I need a flatbed. I can come in here and make sure I select flatbed. All right, so what I'm searching for now, just to recap, I'm looking for carriers that are located within 50 miles of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, that have flatbeds. Now you'll see here, I've got all of my results. And you can scroll through and you'll see it gives you a variety of brief information here. So first, I've got 16 carriers that have showed up in my search results. It's going to give me the name of the trucking company, their motor carrier number, and it'll also tell you if they have a brokerage authority as well. You'll see their DOT number, company type, again, carrier or broker, their phone number, and a rating if they have one on there. So let's say I want to look at this carrier on top. I can click on them and get a little bit more information on them. I've got an email address, an actual physical address for them, and then further, I can click on View More Details to get their full profile on DAT. So the whole key point here is if I've got all these carriers in my search result, I can start calling one by one outbound to see if perhaps they have any trucks available to assist me in covering my customer's freight. Now, another common way to use this is for backhauls. So let's say the exact opposite is the case here. So I have a customer that has a shipment that's going to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And they're coming from, I don't know, you could pick any other place, Denver or Kansas City, wherever. You could, in that case, you probably want to find a fleet that has a very, very large fleet size. So you might want to pick a carrier that's got 100 trucks or more, something like that. And you could call them and say, hey, any chance you have any carriers in the Denver area or in the Kansas City area? I've got a load going to Winston-Salem, and I noticed that you guys are based out of Winston-Salem. It'd be a good backhaul for you. So those are the two key ways to use the DAT directory to try and source carriers for both outbound head hauls and returning backhauls. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.